like you to know that they heard that.
Alright, I'm gonna go switch to stream mode. Good one.
Bark, I will.
It's fine, a little bit of time magic and no one will remember.
I am only a mimetic agent that causes procrastination. You're out of luck.
You know, one of the fun things about time magic is I can make procrastination worse, because I can just change someone's, Wow, I'm trying to think of words. I know what I was going to say and I had a brain fart. I can make a long time feel short, so they're just like, one more game, one more episode, 3 hours later.
I hope we get the donation goal. As I feel like you might recognize the donation goal, what it means.
I feel like I should be concerned.
It's fine. It's fine. Everything will be peachy keen, perfect. Don't worry about it. Nothing could possibly go wrong.
I've heard stories of anything related to being peachy keen, and they were not pretty.
Everything peachy keen is a-okay. What's the worst that could happen?
You know, death, dismemberment.
If death is the
Undeath.
worst, then I'm fine.
Yeah, what'd I do? Did something. Oh, I moved my thing.
Everything will be fine, everyone. Everything will be perfectly fine. Don't worry. Don't worry. You guys are going to have a great day. It's going to be a nice, relaxing day. You guys won't have to worry about anything.
Okay. I will be perfectly relaxed. A quick question. Is it possible that Cody has weed in his arsenal?
Yes, it's possible.
You know, I've been thinking maybe I should replace the background images on all of these with the logos instead of the group pics. All right, hello and welcome everyone. I am Razim, and this is Darkest Dreams World of Darkness. Considering Lucky is your friend, Zyzen, would you do the recap for us?
I will certainly try. Last time, we discovered that he was hiding out in an old warehouse. Absolutely nothing strange about the warehouse, apart from the giant lizard, reptile, dragon, snake thing completely surrounding the building. That isn't that big of a problem, no. Not for our brave group, who after sneaking inside thanks to some luck, not from Lucky, they found the had some help from a friend in a high place, with the guards, and had a little question and answer session where they found out very little. Now, we can secure the lucky one. I believe they are planning for what they do.
All right, Timmy.
As you all begin to head back to your vehicles, did you guys all come in one vehicle or did you guys come in multiple vehicles like you normally do?
I think it's a little early for us to really have anything that is quote-unquote normal yet. All I know is that... all I know is that Cody brought his SUV. I'd assume Zyzen came with him. Sky, I don't know if you've got your own vehicle or not. So Frost and Zyzen probably would have come with me. Jim, you've got a motorcycle, right?
Correct.
Okay. So I don't know if he brought that or not.
I never ride with others. I always ride by myself.
Okay.
I do believe, with the exception of Chim, who peeled out after Domino being Domino, we all
He
went
was
in the
wise.
same vehicle.
Oh yeah, I remember that. You guys were talking about dealing with some stuff, and my character's like, "We're going here, yeah, bye."
Alright, so yeah. We got Bren on his motorcycle and the rest of us in my SUV. I am carefully putting all my gear away. Well, actually, no. I'll probably just keep the bag of stuff that I had for the warehouse all in the bag for now.
Okay. Who is guarding Lucky right now?
I think Frost is sitting on him.
Yeah, Frost was sitting on him. But as far as bringing him to the car, I do have. I'm sure I would have handcuffs, even if they're not good. Possibly with hunter runes, if such exist for, handcuffs.
Just looks at Lucky and else.
Well, that is one thing Zizan would have done at one point, is make sure he kept Lucky's flute. He's not giving that back.
Quite right. Is quite wise.
How many people could fit in the SUV? Because right now we have Sim and Ray could fit, Vampire Child, Lucky, Werewolf. If someone needs a ride with me, they could.
Well, when it comes to SUVs, it depends on which one. I myself would have one of the biggest ones. I think like a Ford Explorer or something.
I imagine you could fit 6 to 8 people in it. 8 people if you really squeeze them in and not necessarily follow all traffic laws.
And not to mention, you know, we got Zyzen and Lucky, who are both child sides, so... And Frost can always go his dog form, and we'll just strap him to the front, to the roof.
Or Frost.
Frost just
so-
glares at you.
So you guys begin to make your way back. Bran, you are the first one to make it back to the club because you left a little bit earlier than the others and they had to get everything packed up and situated. But it only takes another few minutes before they come pulling up to the club as well. The Sixth Circle is booming. It is packed. There are a ton of people there. And otherwise, it's an otherwise normal night there, from what those of you who are in the know.
Assume we'd go in through the back like we did before.
The door would be unlocked. When you open it, you would see one of the bouncers there waiting, watching, and he would simply give you a nod and let you go by to go up to the second floor where the offices are.
What is the guard?
Do you try to look?
I almost always have my hunter sight on.
It's not necessarily wise to do.
Yes, but, you know, especially right now where I have lost my job and stuff and I don't have it back, I'm a little paranoid.
This being is not really like any you have ever seen before when you get a close look at him. It is difficult to describe. You're able to, thanks to your hunter sight, you're able to understand it. Without that, it wouldn't, you'd probably be curled up on the ground screaming. But it looks almost like a creature, humanoid, with torn, bloody wings, and its body is covered in what looks like cuts and very, very, very nasty looking gashes. Your guess, based on what you can feel and see with this? Demon. This is a demon.
He's gonna give a small shudder and go on because, you know, not much that he can do about that. But he's not thrilled about it either. He's sure that the owners got him in line.
Anything else from anyone as you guys are making your way up to the club? Or making to the second floor of the club, I should say.
Sky would actually probably just go in the front door just to continue the appearance of whatever normalcy there would be, seeing as if I remember correctly.
Sorry. I hate when YouTube... Like, the last time I opened this video was months ago. And YouTube's like, you want to start in the middle of this, right? Where you left off last time. No, that is not where I want to start.
You're complaining about it now, but I know for a fact if other videos you wanted to continue where you left off didn't do that, you would bitch about that.
There has never been an instance where I have liked it starting in the middle. With Netflix and such, absolutely. YouTube, no.
You are greeted, You are greeted, Sky, and welcomed. You are very well known at the club. You are one of the regulars, so you have no trouble cutting through the front of the line and being let in by the bouncers. Normal. You can hear some groans and complaints from the people stuck in the long line to get into the club, but, well, they
That's
just don't
also
have what
normal.
you have.
Just
Oh,
business as usual. Not everyone can have connections. It's an understood fact, even though it's disliked.
Except, didn't you lose your connections to everything?
Nobody knows this. That is why I'm going in the front door for normalcy, so that nobody knows something's wrong. They'd think something's wrong if they saw me coming in through the back now, wouldn't they?
Fair, and the rest of us don't spend enough time here to be comfortable going in the front.
Besides, it's always good to pick up a drink on your way through, especially when you're a vampire.
Indeed.
Ren probably won't be afraid going through the front and would grab a drink himself. He needs one after tonight.
Frost just tries to be inconspicuous.
High or low? High or low? Yes.
Hi.
Okay. You're safe. As Bren goes in and looks around, there's no sign of his stalker at all.
Which one?
We can fix this problem.
Yes.
No, I have more than one. It's not just Domino.
So yeah, Cody, Frost, Zyzen, and Randall probably are taking Lucky up to insert name here's office.
Alric Benneret, basically the go-to guy when it comes to facilitating supernatural dealings here in Empty Springs. He's pretty much the reason why the various races are able to coexist without a full-on blood war going on. But yes, all of you are welcomed up to his office. He is currently dressed in a very, very fine-looking white suit like normal. And he is sitting behind his desk, just kind of leaning back into it. And he smiles as you come in. Welcome, my friends. It's so good to see you again. Tell me, were you successful? Before his eyes land on Lucky.
Well, we brought him here.
Lucky.
We didn't exactly want to kill him, at least for now. If he cooperates, we probably won't kill him, period. He's got some information that I think might be useful if we can get it all out of him, but, you know, here he is for now.
He will nod at that. Well, if you need help getting information, I'd be more than willing to talk with him. What are all your plans for the evening?
My plan right now? I want Lucky to fix my damn life. I liked having my cushy job. I am not going to wind up like Randall. I mean, I've got enough resources. I could probably last for, you know, a while, but still.
I just want to make sure Lucky is somewhere secure, safe, and ask him a few questions.
Lucky will not be harmed while he is in my care. I give you my word.
So you've got somewhere where we can keep him?
Zyzen, you are cutting in and out pretty bad. Repeat that, please.
Zyzen just asked if there is somewhere they can keep him.
Oh, he can stay here. I can take care of things. I promise you, no harm will come to him, nor will he be able to get away.
Well, I do want to point out that it seems he was being, he was hired by a certain, fair folk. So, just, you know, FYI, keep that in mind.
Alric will smile at that. I would be very amused if a fair folk came here and decided to disrupt sacred hospitality.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure you knew. My experience with him is he's, you know, persistent.
The way Alric said that for everyone in the room, you could tell it was almost like he would be amused that someone would even try. Almost like a predator that knows exactly what they can do and is just, oh, you sweet innocent cinnamon roll, you have no idea what you just did.
Cinnamon rolls.
I was just, you know, making sure, you know. But yeah. Lucky! So how are you gonna fix things? I really do not want Lord Fluffykins being hauled off. Zyzen, he's kind of adorable. We don't want him hauled off either. So, how are you fixing all this?
Well, first I would need my flute. That's my focus for using my contracts. And it amplifies them.
I'll glance over at Alric. Is that a good idea to give him that back?
Zyzen will answer first. Nope. You will be getting
I
this
can't
back.
fix it without my flutes. My contracts aren't strong enough. That's why I need it to focus and to amplify them so I can do it.
We both know what else you can do with it.
Can we give him like half of a flute?
No, it has to be that one. It has to be my flute. It's not a normal flute.
That's why I'm asking if we can give him half of it. Most flutes come in multiple pieces.
This one doesn't. It's literally my fate. And he pauses when he realizes he said that before immediately clamping down.
Do I have any idea what he means by that? Intelligence plus occult?
Yeah, you can make a roll.
Also, how do we spend our experience? Is it time that we have to spend training in this one too?
Yes, it's just like Exalted.
Okay.
So you guys just let me know when you want to spend your experience, and I can set it up for you. You guys can have a couple of days to do it.
We get 5 experience points per session, right?
Usually, yeah.
Okay. So after today, we'll
Do
have
we?
20.
You don't know that much about changeling magic, nor how they build items of magical power and such. He could be telling the truth. He doesn't seem to be lying, but you don't know any of the really big details or such.
Could I try a roll as well?
Yes, you may. Anyone may try. Testy.
Just 2.
About the same
Only-
thing. You're not sure. It doesn't seem like a lie, but you don't know the details for exactly how it would work or how they're made and such. But you do know there are objects of power that can be created.
What were we rolling to figure that out?
Intelligence plus occult.
Well,
Intelligence
they are
plus-
all about contracts, right?
That one you would know, yes.
Alright, Lucky, how about a little deal? We'll give you back your flute. Was it?
Yes.
We'll give you back your flute, and you will do everything you can to fix the problems you have caused. And with that, I think we will be all shored up. If you turn against us, I will kill myself.
Would that suffice?
So Sky begins to lay out exactly how such objects are created, how they can be made, when they can be made, and what they all can do, and with basic encyclopedic knowledge of how he did it, how it's done. That's what you get when you get 9 successes on an occult roll.
That's what happens when you're a few 100-year-old vampire.
Not
Oh
a few
yeah,
hundred.
I remember about 200 years ago, my sire was really interested in all of this, and he basically spent a good 3 decades learning about it and made me transcribe everything. But no, with that roll, Sky, yes, this could be created directly from Lucky's fate. It would involve powerful magic, fairfolk or changeling magic to do something like that, probably on the fairfolk side, not the changeling side. For something like this, to use a fairy being's fate itself to do it, yeah, it would have to be something like that. Otherwise, the object would be tied to him. It would be basically considered to be a part of him. If something was done to the flute, very likely the damage could be shown on Lucky, or bad things could happen to him. Especially, but in exchange for being so vulnerable and dangerous to him, it would equally have tremendous amounts of power to it. The more dangerous and deadly it is to the wielder, the more powerful the object is. It's basically a give and take.
I am still waiting for Alric to respond to me. I'm like, is it safe to give him that here?
Alric is going to be kind of listening to Sky. He almost has a hint of amusement on his face before looking at you, Cody. Well, that's more up to you. It seems Bren has an interesting idea of making a contract with him. But otherwise, there's nothing if you give him the flute from just trying to betray you all. And Lucky's gonna look at Bren. So, what's the full contract?
You do what we want of you, and if you try to betray us, then I, well, end my life. I'm sure that's fine, right?
what do I get in exchange for this? That's a pretty high ask. So what's the trade-off that I get in exchange for the contract being made?
I mean, you do know exactly what your benefactor would do if Bren were to meet with an untimely demise. So it's literally you avoid that fate.
No, Cody's gonna Lucky's gonna shake his head. No, that's not what I mean. For a contract to be made, there has to be an equal trade-off. So for him to be able to offer something like that, I need something in exchange. Otherwise, it won't work.
Safety and protection.
Like something physical that's important to me, or?
It has to be something of equal value. That is considered to be equal value for both parties. This isn't... Contracts for us are like... It's like breathing. We need it. And we can't form a contract if it's not a deal. If it's not something that's equal. That we're both willing to take. Otherwise the magic won't work.
So currently the deal is he gets his flute and gets free afterwards if he doesn't betray us, and if he does, I would hurt myself.
Which would lead to an eternity of absolute agony, which isn't really worth the trade-off right now. There needs to be more for what you're basically you're promising him fate worth some death. Yes, but that's the consequence for breaking the contract, which means he needs something worth being tortured and a fate worse than death in order to make the agreement equal, so he can sanctify it and make it happen.
How do we make something equivalent to a fate worse than death?
We're changelings. We deal in things that don't necessarily exist.
Well, we offer you safety and protection. Comfort here. I'm sure Alric would be willing to provide you a decent level of comfort here. And
How long would you need it? Until the contract is filled, or past it?
Well, that adds another part to it. How long is the contract supposed to last?
Once you have done what we ask of you and go your separate ways, that is when it is done.
How about we add in none of you or yours can cause harm to me or mine, directly or indirectly, as well as me, or any of my people cannot cause harm to you or any of your people. A balance. Directly or indirectly.
Ah, good. I was just about to clarify that. That seems fair to me.
And that would make it a deal we can make?
There's one issue as he looks at Sky. I really can't bring back your progenitor.
Isn't there time wonky magic stuff that can be used?
No, you don't want to try that.
You see, this is something I was expecting. Unfortunately, death for a vampire is not equivalent to death for any other being. When we die, we turn to dust. There's nothing left. There's no body. And being dead, we don't really have a soul to tether either.
Well, perhaps since we can't fix that loss, you could make it where Sky inherits all of the contacts, the wealth, the everything of his progenitor.
I could do that.
Not quite the same, Sky, but, you know.
It would have to suffice, I suppose.
Frost stares at Lucky, suspicious.
Cody will lean in. How much would it, could you possibly put it in that Frost's actual name becomes Lord Fluffykins, Destroyer of Worlds?
I don't want to be mauled by a 9-foot tall snarling death beast.
Was worth a shot.
Frost glares at Cody, having heard that.
Cody just gives him a big old grin.
You could always just stick it on a name tag.
Frost
Point,
just smiles and
we should probably take him over to the vet, get him tagged, get him registered, and stuff. Yeah, we should probably do that.
Frost smiles and shows all of his teeth.
Do you want to die?
Do you want animal control to pick you up? The problem is
seriously,
that you are unregistered.
Do you want the 9-foot tall snarling death beast to eat your face?
He wouldn't eat my face.
Now, the vet, on the other hand.
Yeah, the vet, yeah, he's his fate is questionable, but yeah, I'm okay.
Frost pauses, considering for a moment.
Cody will pull out a strip of pocket jerky and give it to Frost.
Frost just looks at it, then tries to get it up to the Marten instead.
The Marten will happily take it and nibble on it.
He will pull out another strip and give that to Frost then.
It more than likely also gets taken by the Marten.
No, that one Frost offers to Lucky instead.
Lucky will take it and nibble on it.
Ah, the contract has been made.
Nope. Pocket jerky is some of the best. It's almost like ambrosia.
Maybe you ought to roll for that then.
So you're saying it's hallucinogenic?
I can neither confirm nor deny what is possibly in my pockets have made it in that manner.
So, Lucky is going to look at Bren for a moment. I'll make this deal, but in exchange, I want your help with something.
Go ahead and name it.
I want to become human again.
Is this something I know how to help with right now? Should I make a roll?
You could try.
Cody suddenly has a drink in his hands and was sipping from it and spits it out when he hears that.
Russ
Well-
looks a bit taken aback.
What would the roll be?
Intelligence plus occult.
Should I roll some sort of perception to make sure that I still have my drink?
Can I roll as well? I may not know as much as far as that, but maybe my research with the hunter stuff.
Everyone can roll, yes. Oh. Maybe you guys should get Sky in here rolling, because apparently Sky is your expert in fair folk.
What was a cult and what else?
Intelligence.
Oh, okay. The same as before. I'm not feeling lucky. I'm definitely not lucky.
Don't forget to type in the number of successes you have after you roll.
Sky, totally. It's totally possible to do. All you have to do is bite them and turn them into a vampire.
That doesn't make them human. I don't have to even roll to figure that one out.
Was that? That was 3 ones.
I'll do everything within my power to help you become human again.
Lucky
Freaking
will
heck.
reach out and offer you his hand.
I'll take it.
Contract is made, the bond formed, oath created. And as he speaks, what looks like green vines begin to twine up both of your arms before they fade away.
I like the little show.
Zyson's going to offer the flute to Lucky. Not let go straight away.
All right. I've got an oath to fulfill. I'll get you guys back. It may take a little bit of time, but it will happen.
No more lying.
I made a contract. I'm not breaking it.
And with that, he'll let go of the flute.
Take your time. I need to spend some time in a library or two.
Lucky will take his flute before sitting down on a chair and softly starting to play.
Quick question. What would it be to swipe something out of someone's pockets? Would that be stealth or subterfuge?
Subterfuge.
Yes.
Plus dexterity.
I'm just gonna try swipe someone's phone without them noticing.
Yoink. It's a really nice phone you have there, Sky. I just need to borrow. Oh, hey, your phone's not there anymore.
Oh, I would be very quick. Just add in my number and put it back in.
Yes, you are able to do so.
While he's taking care of that, Bren, I believe I owe you a, I need to take care of some kind of debt you've got.
Oh, was that not taken care of yet? Because I don't have my motorcycle until that's taken care of, so I might have been in the SUV.
Oh, I thought, oh.
I thought you had already taken care of that.
I don't think we exactly had time since we've started for me to be able to do so. Because we did kind of go straight from, you know, the world with the Martens and where Domino was, straight over to the club, had all this go wrong, then straight over to deal with Lucky. We have literally not sat down to rest in forever.
Oh wait, was it actually impounded to me, or was it just a fine?
Just a fine.
Oh, in which case I'm going to give the ticket to you. Thanks! I'm probably going to go head out and look up some things. Call me if you need me.
Alright, so with my contacts 5, can I get that just waived?
Get out there for me?
With my contacts 5, can I just get that waved away?
A magnanimous dispensation.
Yes, you could.
Do I need to roll for that, or it just happens? Also, thank you, Lex, for that donation. The Marauder is coming.
Sorry. Evil laugh cave, but we're back, everyone!
And this happened just as I went to leave.
Angry cat noise.
So is this an instantaneous thing? Because Bren was like outside motorcycle. That's mine, isn't it?
Yeah, that's your phone.
Oh, hi, how are you?
You need to run. Now.
I am on my motorcycle already.
Where are the others at? You recognize this voice. This is...
Who is this?
You recognize this voice. This is the voice of the sniper who had helped you out against Lucky before.
They're inside?
Where are they?
6th circle, right?
You hear a very soft curse. Get in there, get them out, run! Now! You have 45 seconds? Maybe a minute at most?
Okay, call on Sky.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do
Will
do
Brent still have my
do.
phone?
No, I gave it back. I basically swapped our numbers without your knowledge.
Yeah, I see. Bastard. Anyway. Yes, Sky.
Hi, get out of there now.
Why?
Danger! Jump out the window.
Are you
Attempt
okay?
to
You hung up
explain,
and
run!
called them. You hung up and called them. Okay.
Fair enough. And everybody out. I don't know why, but something about danger.
Aren't we the safest we could possibly be in here?
That's why it's concerning.
Alric, is something coming?
Alric, evacuate.
Alric is going to pause for a moment. Oh, that's what I was feeling. I suggest at least you and Zyzen and the other one, Bren, get out of here as fast as you can. As Bren, your phone begins to ring again.
Yeah, hi.
Where are you? Have you started moving yet?
They're coming down. I'm going to head to my place probably.
You have about 20 seconds before the Marauder might show up.
Would I know what that is?
Yes, you're an Order of Hermes member?
Yeah.
Yeah, Marauder is basically an insane mage who makes what they believe real. Paradox doesn't work on them. Paradox goes after every mage around them, as reality twists and changes to be whatever they want. They are basically the equivalent of kill on sight by both technocrats and Order mages, and they are willing to work together in order to try to deal with the Marauder, because that's how bad they are and how dangerous they are. Most of them are absolutely fucking insane, and usually they don't realize what they're doing, because literally reality becomes what they imagine reality should be, or what they want it to be. And in the distance, about maybe a half a block away, you can hear screaming.
And we have 20 seconds.
I have his position right now, and he's heading in your direction.
Now, when you say screaming, are you talking like end of the world screaming or Ralph Winslow screaming?
Full on bloody terrified screaming.
Ah, so Godzilla. Got it.
Well, I'm going to have one more roll of the night, if not two. I'm going to use my correspondence and time magic to make everyone in the group move faster, so we can get out of here faster.
Make an irritate roll. That would just be a failure. You can spend a point of willpower to try to re-roll that, though.
Yeah, I'm doing that. I need to buff my Arete.
That is something that will happen when you go on a quest.
My thing closed when I went to pick up the dice. Could you roll 3 d10s, please?
Yes, I can. You succeed. All of you feel like a rush as suddenly you're moving faster and you're getting outside of the club. Just as things change.
I'm gonna need to head out, but let me know how much Paradox I'm slapped with when I get back. I'm speeding off.
What's your correspondence plus time?
Correspondence 2 time 2, so 4.
We'll be
Okay,
back
one
as well.
second.
And in case it comes up, my drive is 2, my dexterity is 3, and I have smooth driver, which...
You get 5 paradox for that.
Ow! My smooth driver makes the difficulty of all driving rolls go down by 1, and I get +1 dice, so I basically roll 6 dice for crazy driving.
Okay.
You're the embodiment of Crazy Taxi.
Yeah! With that, ciao!
Be safe. Yep.
I don't know if being safe is an option right now.
As Sizen runs, he's going to actually make sure that Lucky is with him. Even if it's dragging him out.
Theoretically, how many people could Frost carry on in his Hispo direwolf form?
Probably 1. Maybe 2 if
Okay.
they're small.
Huh. Okay. What kind of a roll would I need for it?
You wouldn't need any. Just as long as you
Okay.
would have the strength roll, you would be able to do it. So right now we're just kind of waiting for Zim to get back a little bit because I do have things planned now that the Marauder has taken the stage. Oh, we're going to have fun, everybody! We're going to have happy fun times!
I don't like happy fun times. They've
Don't
never
worry.
turned out well.
Don't worry, it's going to be fine. As you guys make it out of the club, your body is moving extremely fast, extremely quick. Faster than almost you've ever moved before. And as you make it outside, you can see a group of people running, fleeing as fast as they can, before a large red spear just lances out, moving almost on its own as it rips through the hearts of each person as it flies through them. 8, 9 people all just fall dead on the streets before a teen, 17, 18 years old, rounds the corner, lifts a hand up, and the spear just comes flying back into his hand. And as he does so, the world around you guys begins to warp. The buildings begin to look older. For you, Sky, it looks like something out of, the 12th, 13th century. Brick buildings, candlelight. The roads are basically gravel or dirt. The cars, nothing but horses.
It's a shame. I like the 12th century. Too bad the world is folding in on itself.
Even your clothes, your guys' clothes and such begin to change.
Ah, fool. Joke's on you. My clothes haven't changed in 30 centuries.
It's almost like home.
My clothes were made in Europe about 20 centuries ago. Back in the time of assassins.
And this figure pauses. Chim just sent me a message that I think you guys would all like. Hey, how well do I need to roll on it to use time magic to undo the donation goal? Everything will be fine. It will be fine. As this figure pauses and turns towards all of you, he lifts his spear up. On guard, you! I am the great hero of this land, and I will see you slain.
To whom is this addressed?
Your little group.
I see. I'm going to guess it would be unwise to fight in this area, but he probably doesn't care.
Right now, he is literally warping reality without trying to make it fit what he imagines it should be.
Frost just stares off in the distance and gestures at his paw at the and trying to convince the marauder that there's something behind him.
I mean, there is something behind him. 12th century.
I think another monster that needs to be slain or something.
He will actually glance back behind him before looking back. Your tricks won't work on me. As he lets go of the spear and it vanishes, he lifts his hands up, a large shield forming in one hand and a sword in the other, as full-blown knight armor forms over his body. And Zyzen.
Yes.
No, never mind, you're okay. You do not get paradox.
Alright, that works on... So he is definitely not a vampire.
No.
So... he clearly wants to fight us, right?
As you heard him, he called you invaders.
Call us invaders. And he's from the 12th century, because that's when he's warping everything.
Or that's the way he wants to imagine the world to be.
Well, then he clearly believes that he's from the 12th century, which would mean he would follow the quote-unquote bylaws. So... Malay? Parlay?
Oh. Fudge nutters. You'll see him pause at that before slowly lowering his shield and sword. Parlay, you say? After you invaded our lands and attacked our peoples?
Have you not heard of me?
No. Should I?
I don't see why you shouldn't have. I've only been around for centuries on centuries.
Who are you?
I am the vampire that is watched over this area for the better part of 20 centuries. I have imported and protected those who I can for as long as possible.
At that, he kind of raises his shield back up. A vampire, a foul monster of the night.
If it wasn't for the foul monsters of the night, there would be much worse creatures that take their place. I've been ensuring to make sure that that does not become the case.
Is there a persuasion roll on your character sheet?
Persuasion?
Or is it presence? I don't have a character sheet open on my end, so I can't see.
Let's see. Social, there's charisma, manipulation, appearance.
Yeah, you're going to be making a charisma roll, but it's going to be plus something. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Oh, right. I've got, Enchanting Voice, which lowers the difficulty by 2.
Okay.
Is there anything else? Actually, I've also got Prestigious Sire, so I would have no doubt that he should have at least heard of me, given that my sires would have been known at the very least. So as a whatever you call it. So I would probably be known if he is hunting all of the creatures of the night just by damn, I'm just at a loss for words today.
You're good. You're good.
Infamy I guess would be the right word for his perception of things.
He does not recognize your name, though, or your sire.
Probably isn't actually from the 12th century, he just wants it to be the 12th century, or his perspective of it.
I suppose.
Frost just strikes a noble pose, trying to look like a heroic wolf.
That's what I'm trying to figure
I'm
out. Hang
drawing a
on.
blank.
You're good. Let me bring up something real quick. Boop. Let me bring this up real quick. You're going to want to roll persuasion. Charisma plus persuasion.
Here's persuasion. Not a talent. Foreman? Call it. I seem to be missing persuasion.
I don't have it on my character sheet either.
Yeah, me either.
Like, Perhaps performance would be a suitable replacement. Other than that, in talents, I don't know, intimidation or possibly leadership.
Is my gun gone?
Your gun is now a sword.
I don't know how the hell to use this thing.
It's glowing.
Now, arguably, it could be a musket.
I would say you can make a charisma plus leadership roll. I'll allow that.
A charisma plus leadership roll.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You're trying to take the lead. Try to be a hero, be a leader, get him under listening to you. I'll let you try for it.
What's the worst that can happen? Another mulligan? Well, there goes nothing. Damn it. I hate ones.
You can spend a point of willpower to re-roll if you wish.
What do I have in the way of willpower? Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I should use a point of willpower to re-roll.
Willpower is the emergency oh shit button!
Oh Jesus, where'd they all go? Oh, they fell off the board. Oh Jesus, it rolled both of them. The first one fell off the table.
Reroll the 10.
Wait, that would have been on the second one. I wouldn't have had a 10.
I'm letting you use the second one because it was better.
Was it? I rolled 2 1s on it.
But you lowered the difficulty because of your charming voice. Yeah, you are able to get through to him a little bit, at least enough that he's not going to immediately try to murder you. What are you doing in my lands then? I am the chief protector of this place, and everywhere there are constant invaders.
Oh, I'm doing nothing more than observing what needs to be observed. I must make sure that while in the lands, there are no unsavory figures that would otherwise cause chaos.
As you're talking to him, you hear the sounds of a helicopter coming. And as the helicopter gets close, within about 100 yards of you guys, about 300 feet, it changes into a full-blown dragon.
Frostsize
Can I have that?
The dragon
As it
or
lets
the
out a
helicopter?
roar before flying off. And the moment it leaves the field, it changes back into a helicopter.
God damn it. I was totally going to roll to try and tame it. What would I even roll?
I was
Oh, wait, I
expecting
got
an
5.
Archimedes flying machine.
I got 5 dots in Animal Ken.
By the way, if anyone looks, the only building that hasn't turned into a small, like, brick and straw house is the club. The club is perfectly normal.
There's nothing normal about this club. What are you saying?
That's why it's normal.
Who knows what it actually looks like from the outside?
You can see the teen looking up as the dragon roars before it leaves the field, and once it does, he completely ignores it again. Before looking back at you guys, you see monsters everywhere, creatures. This kingdom is under constant attack, and I'm doing the best I can to protect it.
Could it be possible that things would become more normal and less would show up if you would go out to less populated areas? Perhaps the reason of which there are all kinds of monsters is because the large concentration of human lives. It has been known to cause many rifts in the fabric of reality.
He's going to shake his head. I cannot just abandon the realm. I am a knight of it. I am a protector. I will see to it that all of these invaders, all of these monsters are destroyed and the world protected.
But then what of the farmers that provide the food for the area? Are you saying they should all die? Without the farmers, there would be no city, there would be no castle. They feed the workforce.
I will let you make another leadership plus charisma roll.
That's not too bad. Oh, not great.
As you say that, he's going to lower his sword slowly. But who would protect the people here?
Let's strike some more noble pose. And
Do I want to know what
be...
Frost looks like right now?
My guess would be imagine what a imagine what a show dog would look like, striking that sort of pose.
Or a wolf.
No, you're
Hey,
a show
Frost.
dog at this point.
Yeah.
Can you roll your Can you roll a perception plus awareness roll for me, please?
I don't think I've got awareness, but I've got alertness.
Roll alertness then. Perception plus alertness for me. Zyzen, do you have spirit?
Yes, I do.
Make an arete roll for me too. Reroll that 10 for me, Frost. Okay. Frost, you can sense the gauntlet, the wall between our world and the spirit world, is cracking right now because of him. His sheer presence is breaking the wall between the your world and the spirit world, and if this keeps going, you guys are probably going to end up in the spirit world somewhere.
Frost just looks over at Cody and tries to get his attention so he can pass along this information somehow.
Oh, who's a good show dog?
Okay, Frost just shakes his head and then goes over to Sky and tries to do it instead.
It's not actually how Cody's responding. It's more of a what's up? What? You know I don't speak your growls and stuff.
How could you not? How many dots do you have in Animalkin? You should speak it fluently.
You know, actually, that is a very good point. Can I roll that? To figure out what he's trying to tell me?
Yes.
Just Animalkin or something else as well?
Perception, I guess?
Perception.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're able to pick it up from that.
Okay. I'm gonna whisper that over to Sky. Is Zyzen here? I was away, so I don't know.
He's here.
Yes, Zyzen's there.
Now I'm imagining Zyzen's, like a game a game HUD where everything is just flashing red. His, paradox meter is just bursting at the seams.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Alright,
I just want to say that the sound would be recalibrated to Navi just saying, hey, hey, a lot.
Yeah, the reason why Zyson isn't trying to use any magic or anything right now.
Hello? Look! Hey! Listen! Watch out! Hello? Look!
Yeah, just like that.
adorable.
Okay, I feel like I may need to have to roll to make sure Zyzen isn't curled up on the floor in the fetal position.
Go ahead. You can.
Hey! Listen! Watch out!
Okay, so yeah, I think this is all on you, Sky.
Roll willpower.
Me?
Zyzen.
Ah.
You are not curled up on the ground screaming and crying.
Sonic victory music.
All right. Okay. So, Brave Knight. It
Yes.
seems quite pertinent that we move from this location. It seems as if there is ripping in the fabric of our reality. And should it open, you can only imagine the famine and war that would befall the city right from this area, of which the guards in the town would be unable to prevent or even deflect in the slightest.
Then what do we do? How do we prevent such a thing?
Clearly, you have to go on a quest. There are answers to be found in the mountains yonder.
A quest? What quest?
Completely out of
Great
character.
evil befall in the lands. Doesn't everyone knows that when a great evil befalls the land, the great hero, brave
Breaking out again as
protector
I.
has to go on a quest.
I hope you're good at persuasion.
Frost looks
Yes.
slightly disappointed.
Without a doubt, it appears that a great evil has awoken from far beyond the reaches of the city that is slowly culminating in our town here. I am unaware of what could be causing such chaos, but it seems that it needs to be dealt with quite quickly, or a terrible fate shall befall the area, as well as neighboring castles and keeps. And as I am forced to remain here to stay vigilant over the lesser of the evils and to keep any other would-be vampires in check, I must remain. It seems as if you would be the only person capable of venturing forth and removing the evil from the world.
Make a leadership plus charisma roll, please.
I was waiting for that.
You know, really, when I planned this out, I really expected you guys, to try to fight the Marauder.
It was definitely on the... Hey, I think it's gonna work. It was on the to-do list. I don't know, the hysteria is already enough. I mean, it was said that you don't always have to fight your ways out of a battle. And in all honesty, the only thing I'm good at is firearms, and we don't have any.
That's why you have magical weapons. 5 successes. Wow, 5 successes. Okay, let's see his roll real quick.
Cody is still sitting here trying to figure out how the hell this sword works. Probably swinging it at the ground a little bit.
As you do, a giant beam of light lances out and hits the ground and tears into the dirt road.
Is this a good thing
He's
or a
gonna
bad thing?
pause, look at it, look at the hole. Can I keep this?
By the way, your car is now a cart loaded with magical weapons and items.
My car!
My
Yes.
God!
Now has a horse, though.
Much horsepower?
3/4.
2 horsepower.
Ah, so 1.5.
Oh, crud. Still definitely nowhere near what it used to be.
As you see the knight pause before kind of lowering his weapons a little bit as they vanish. It is the sacred duty of a knight to slay evil wherever it may rear its ugly head. If there is a great evil coming to destroy this world, then it is my duty to destroy it first. You have shown yourself to be honorable warriors. I would be honored for you to adventure by my side.
You see, unfortunately, we do need to stay here. We cannot defend all parts of this land if we are together. So we need to split up and go our own ways in order to make sure that all of the land stays safe.
Frost looks a bit disappointed at that.
Lord Fluffykins, would you like to go with the honorable knight?
Frost just looks at Cody.
Cody
just
is
wondering
giving,
who has...
Cody is
Who
giving
would have...
Frost the best impression of puppy dog eyes ever.
Frost just really
There's some pretty good puppy dog eyes.
Those are indeed some pretty good puppy dog eyes. Everyone, can you guys everyone make a willpower save, please? Roll your willpower. Difficulty 8.
Let's see, I am -1 willpower. That sucks.
What's difficulty
Do I
gate?
re-roll that 10? Since I
That
got a
means you
1?
have to roll 8 or higher rather than the normal 7.
Oh, okay.
What does
Do I
my
re-roll
burden
that
ability
10 since
do
I got
again?
a 1 real quick?
What?
What does my burden ability do again?
It forces a creature to stop and reflect upon what it's done.
Do I have any reason to believe that that might be effective against this guy?
I could, but he's not doing this.
Yeah, he doesn't realize that it's his doing. I'm just trying to...
Yes, but
Sky, reroll that
social-
10 for me real quick.
Social foo.
That's what I was asking. I was making sure.
I social foo him in... Oh, God.
I'm bug.
But anyways, I just social foo him into, killing himself.
So, you guys all hear, like, almost like the sound of thread snapping. A great shriek of rage that you don't just hear in your head, but in your very souls. As the world itself seems to come apart, and all of you are cast into basically darkness. And everyone but our dear sweet Cody pass out. And Cody, I am going to need a roll from you in just a moment. Where are you? That's what I'm looking for. There it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need you to roll. Can you roll a personalized dice for me? Is that possible?
A what?
Can you roll a D17 for me?
Yes.
Roll a D17 for me.
At least I'm pretty sure.
Please don't roll a 1. Seven. Okay, let me see where that one is. All right, there it is. Okay, sweet. Give me just a second, real quick. Okay. Um. Um. Um.
Hey, what horrible things are happening to me? Also, what's
Give me
going
a second.
on with my Marten?
He's holding very tightly to you.
You know, I guess in a roundabout way, this is actually a good thing. At least now the knight's not going to be stuck on the mortal plane anymore. That's the BS, though.
Yeah. Okay. So that's where you guys are ending up. You guys are all going to be out cold, but you, Cody, are still awake as you crash into the earth. And around you, you can hear wails, screams, and cries. Hundreds upon hundreds of desperate yowling and screams of pain filling the air. And when you sit up, the ground that you are laying on looks like it's made out of jagged black rock. And around you, you can see large pools and streams of molten silver. Waterfalls of the stuff can fall off of small hills and cliffs. And within those lakes and rivers, you can see werewolves thrashing, screaming, and yowling, trapped in that liquid.
What's the liquid?
Liquid silver.
Lovely.
And you can see walking through across the grounds or on small wooden rafts are what appear to be huge, hairless Krynos with burning red eyes, and each of them are armed with huge silver spears that blaze with silver fire.
It would be really perfect if we weren't here right now!
And in the distance, you can see a fortress of black metal rising up into the sky.
Is the Marauder still here?
You do not see him.
It's just me, the Marten,
And your party.
and my unconscious party.
Yep.
Is my cart still here?
Nope.
So I only have what was in my bag.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try and figure out which one of the things in my bag is my, Doretta, my flamethrower.
I thought a Doretta was a mining drill.
Yes, but I named my flamethrower Doretta.
You can see one of the creatures looks towards you before walking towards you. Not in an aggressive manner, more very casually, as he's just looking at you, almost confused as he cocks his head.
It's one of the hairless Krynos, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna make sure I'm positioned between him and Frost.
Okay. He's gonna look at you. This
it's serious.
world is not for you, little one. What are you doing here?
Magic! Everything is magic's fault!
He pauses as though considering that. He leans forward a little bit and sniffs at you. I see. You do carry the taint of the wild on you. No, not excessive. This world is not for you, though. I suggest that you depart.
Happily. Mind telling me the exit?
He's going to lift one large claw and point towards the large fortress. The only way out is to leave through Lady Caris's fortress.
Any chance I know that name?
Make an occult plus intelligence roll.
Yeah, when I can train, I am definitely bumping up my occult.
There's a reason why I have to max out occult whenever I play a World of Darkness character.
I'm kind of really glad that I picked up 3 for occult. It made sense for a vampire.
Wow, you actually rolled really well. Okay. Wow, you rolled really well. All right. Carissus, or Caris is how you actually say her name. She is one of the Incarna. You actually would have learned this from Frost. And Incarna is one of the greater spirits of the Umbra of the spirit world. They are not as great as the Celestines. The Celestines are beings like Gaia, Sol, Luna, like those really high spirits. But they're one step lower than them. They usually work as servants as them. They tend to have many spirits who serve them, and each of them have their own independent realm most of the time. And they do have a defined purpose and sphere of influence. With that role, you would know that that realm that you have entered into is a realm known as Erebus. Basically, this could be the equivalent of the werewolf's hell. Is a place of spiritual cleansing, is meant to basically remove the taint of the worm, weaver, or wild from a being who has been too far corrupted by them. And the way they purify them is through these great rivers and lakes of burning silver.
Okay.
And the one who controls this realm is Lady Caris. She is in charge of personally trying to purify the souls of every guru here. Her and her minions known as the Brood, which are these werewolves here. The hairless ones one of which you were speaking to.
Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Fuck. So they don't seem hostile towards us.
No.
Okay. I'm gonna go to the rest of the group and try and wake them up.
Yes, you are able to wake them up after a few minutes of work.
I will, as I wake each one up, I will be, kind of explaining what I know. Which, is basically nothing except that we gotta go to the castle and, the knowledge of what this place is. I think I might not wake up. Well, maybe I should wake up Frost. Just remember, Frost, Android Hell is a real place. Really? Nobody gets
Frost.
the reference?
No, I got it.
I don't get it.
You don't?
Nope.
It's Portal 2.
Anyways, I will go ahead and wake up everyone.
And yes, everyone is woken quite readily.
So, guys, the exit's that way. I would personally be all for us making our way there as soon as possible. Oh, all All right, as I have a good night. I hope you feel better.
Okay, since we're gonna be losing Zyzen for right now, I think for the moment we might pause here.
I'm really glad I didn't take that silver version.
Oh god, that would have been really bad here.
Yeah. And it's all just sunshine lollipops and daisies for the werewolf.
Yeah, this is basically the equivalent of your hell, Frost.
Frost just stares at Cody as if asking for a blindfold and something to shove in his ears.
Well, we're going to be ending here, so Timmy needs to remember to mute his mic. All right, everybody. Thank you all so much for joining us for Darkest Dreams World of Darkness. We will be back next week with more of it. I will be back in just a few minutes with, I'll probably squeeze in, maybe Subnautica or something. I don't know. I'll figure out what I'm going to do in a moment. But, so stick around, and we do have Retrograde Renegade Starfinder later on. So you look forward to that. Ricky died last week, so now he's got a new character. But anyways, thank you all so much for joining. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We got links for our Discord, Telegram, Twitter, Patreon, all those things there on the website, as well as down in the description below. Do consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It is one of the best places to support the channel. You can also support it by picking up some merch. You can find links for that in the description and on the website. And you can also help out by sharing the stream around. Share it with everybody. But for now, thank you all so much for joining, and I bid you the most fondest adieu.
So long.
Bye.
Bye bye.